Hey guys, Sharkin here. A lot of people have been asking me recently for a TSM tutorial. So today we'll be taking a look at the Trade Skill Master add-on and its modules. There are many different reasons why and what people use TSM for, but all of that is up to what you like and what you don't like to use. All I know is TSM makes everyone's lives easier, and once you go TSM, you'll never go back. So I won't be going into too much detail today, just some of the really cool features that TSM that I like TSM itself, TSM app, auctioning, shopping, sniping, mailing, and using the warehouse. And I'll show you guys how to set them up and how to use them. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you will have gained at least some knowledge that's useful towards your gold making goals. Before we begin anything, you need to download this TSM add-on from the Curse website. I'll leave a link in the description below. Once on the page, you will see the base Trade Skill Master add-on, and you should download that. But you should scroll down and you will see a giant list of modules for Trade Skill Master. You don't need to download them all, but it's best to get them all if, just to take a look into it. Because if that module exists, it exists to make your life easier, if you're willing to learn how to use it to your advantage. So just make sure you are all installed before we start. Next, we have something that's separate from WoW, but it sits side by side with your TSM add-on. This program is called the TSM Desktop app from the Trade Skill Master website. What this app does is link in-game with your TSM add-on and provides you with a very detailed updated pricing for every item available on the auction house. Pretty much you will never ever scan the auction house ever again, and the prices will get imported in-game every hour or so. I will put a link in the video description below. To download and use this program, you will need to create an account, which is free. After verifying your email address, you will need to hover over your name in the top right hand corner. Go to App Configuration and then Realm Selection. From there, select your region and your realm and click Add Realm. After a TSM desktop app reset and logging in with the same account you just signed up for, it should appear on your TSM desktop app. Now that we have everything set up and you have enabled all your in-game add-ons for TSM, it should all work, and let's get started with the guide. Alrighty guys, now we're on to the guide part of this video. So I'm going to split it up into a couple of different groups, as in the TSM groups. So I'll teach you guys how to do that. TSM in general, mailing, storage, and the last one I'll do is sniping. So let's just head over here. I've got some items in my inventory at the moment, just, to help me show you guys how to actually, set up groups and stuff like that. So we're just going to head up to the mailbox because I was standing over there, chilling with the fishermen. Alright, we're at Stormwind Auction House. So firstly, you're going to have your TSM turned on, and it's just in the top right hand corner near your minimap. So what we're going to do first is you're going to go to Custom Price Sources, and you're going to go create something else, and we're going to call it Min Price. And then there's this here. I copied this off someone else, and I don't take credit for it. He didn't take credit for it. I have absolutely no idea who got it. It's just, this is what it is, and there's another one for the sniper as well. So I'll put this in the description as well. So just copy this and just chuck it straight in there, and you're done. After that's done, we'll take a look at groups. So this one here, I just have a sniper on one of my other characters, just sometimes, not really heavily sniped. So, I've got some items here, nothing really big, but you see, we're going to create a different group. So I'm going to go to groups. Let's say a name, let's say Transmog over 1000. Alright, so you got to press OK. So now it's switched to the group. It's as simple as just adding whatever you want to it. So this one here, as you can see, of the monkey, that's why I got multiple ones, and of the wolf, when you click it, it will get rid of it. So I'm just going to add one of one of that. And then for the other one, the Templars one, I'll just do the Templar. As you can see, this one has 2 and this one only has 1. But when you get rid of that, it'll be different. So we'll just chuck a couple more items in there. See, this one's under Hanzo sword. Yeah, that will do. So after you've got some items in there, you know, it's great. Everything's going good. Then we go to operations. So you create a new operation and we're just going to call this whatever you really want to. So we'll call it transmog, same thing, 1k plus. Like, you can make as many groups as you want. That's your choice. So you press OK. Would you like to add it to, you know, the group we just created before? Yes, we do. So take a look at this. We don't really need to do this one. Ignore. You don't really need to. The posts is what you really need. So if you're on a high pop realm, what you want to do is you want to set it to something a lot lower, unless you don't have the time. It all depends. On a low pop realm, you can set it to 48 hours and chances are you won't be undercut. So let's just go with something simple as 24 hours at the moment. As you can see, it's something like a transmog. So we're going to put a post cap of 1, stack size 1, keep quantity. You don't want to keep anything. We're here for the money. We're not going to do anything. Allow partial stacks. That's for stuff like, you know, enchanting mats, whatever it is. And then you can, you know, let's say this is enchanting mats. We go to post cap, you know, 200. Stack size, you know, I usually go with like stack size of 20 or, you know, 40, 50, 100, 200. Stack size of 1 if you want to be the asshole who does like, you know, 5,000 auctions of 1, you know, copper ore each time. It doesn't help. But let's say you do stacks of 10. They allow partial stacks. If you have, let's say, 105, it will do 10 stacks of 10, which is 100, and the final one will get rid of the 5 as well. That's the partial stack. If you don't click that, you're just going to have 5 ores sitting in your inventory, which is shit. So keep quantity. We want to keep nothing. Max expires. This one here is actually very interesting. I personally don't use it because I'm going to post it up forever. I don't care how long I've had it. I'm not going to waste a transmog. So you can have it like, let's say, you know, let's say 32. So after 32 times you posting it, it's not going to post anymore. So that it's not really what I want. So we're going to go to the next area, posting. So the price, you want to put something like, you know, 90, 95, 98, 99, whatever you want it. That's the bid percentage. No one ever bids, let's be honest. The undercut amount, put 1 copper. No matter how much I say this, just put 1 copper. You are ruining the market if you do any more than 1 copper. So, you know, it just makes it easier on everyone else and the prices stay high. What you don't want to do is quick sale. Quick sale doesn't work. You're putting it on, it's not going to sell any faster. The thing is, the person's going to come and they're going to look for the first one on the list. And because you undercut by 1 copper, you're going to be that first one and they're going to buy yours. Alright, so the next area is the minimum price, max price, and normal price. So as you can see, when you click this, I think it was TSM sources. So let's give that a try. See, there's a lot of stuff we can do here. See, all of these, which is all of this. So you've got like the minimum buyout, which is the current price on my server for the Hanzo sword. That's probably me, I really don't know. The market value on my server, that's my server only, is 8,081 average. So every time someone posts it, you know, it just changes that price. You know, if it goes lower, higher, whatever. The region market value is all US realms, is 8,443. So it's, you know, it's on par right now. And then you got stuff like this. See, my server, it's, you know, 400 gold under, which is pretty shocking, but there's nothing I can do about it. All right, so what we're going to use is this is me personally. You can use the market value average, which is the my server one. I use the region market value average. So let's find that. So it's pretty hard to see. I'll try to get somewhere a bit darker. A little bit more down. Okay, DB region market value average. So let's go that one. So the minimum price is what its lowest amount to go. because this is my 1000 over, and because my server's a lot higher and high pop and a lot of undercutting, and there's lots of stupid people, I usually put this at 30%. So 30% DB region market average. So you gotta press this red button. If you don't press it, it will not save. Let's copy that and let's fix this. So the maximum price. So if someone posts it at, let's say 200%, would be somewhere around what, 16, 17K? We'll just put it at 2000 because it's never too high. Never at all. I'm happy to sell that at 30K. If someone puts it at 30K and someone buys it, why not? Normal price. So the normal price is what, if there's none on AH, that's what I am going to post it at. I usually put it at like 150, 250, something like that. I'm really not that fast. So let's just put it at 150%. Because, it's not good to put it at 100. I'm not in any rush for sales. We're in for a transmog market. If you just want to just quickly sell stuff, you're just going to be killing the market, which is really bad on my server at the moment. You've got people posting it like, 20% market value, which is pretty bad. All right, so when it's below the minimum, so if someone posts a Hanzo sword for below the minimum 30% of 8,000, you can choose don't post item. You have all these ones. So I can post it at normal price. And the next time he posts it up, he's going to undercut me by 1 copper or 1 gold or wherever it is. And it will push the market value back up. Or I could buy him out and post it myself. That's called resetting the market, which, it's not really done for transmog. It can be done, but, it's your choice what you want to do. So we'll just post it at normal price. Went above maximum. So it's never going to be above maximum. So you don't really need to worry about that. So we're looking at cancels. Not really much because I just cancel when I've been undercut. And that's easy. Reset, you don't need to change any of that. Relationship, you don't really need to do any of that at the moment. Management, it's not really that important. All right. So that's pretty much it for that. All right, so now we're just going to do I'll get rid of this first. We're going to do the auctions. So if we're looking over here, you've got the auctioning, shopping. The layout's pretty simple, but it's pretty full on when you first use it. So you're mainly going to be using auctioning and shopping. We're going to use auctioning right now. And you've selected your transmog one, which I've added a couple of items. And you go to start post scan. As you can see, that's what it's done. And this one here, as you can see, there's 2 girdles of the wolf and the monkey. That's because, before I'll show you, you go to groups, transmog. As you can see, I didn't press this one here, and I added both of them, so it's going to put 2 separate items up, which is really bad. You're just flooding the market. So if I have, like, let's use, glorious leg plates. If I go farm 10 of them and I have of the bear, of the eagle, of the monkey, of the whatever it is, it's going to post 10 different ones. But if you select that and you just put over, and here will be glorious leg plates, it will only ever put up 1, which is what you want. So I'll get rid of these 2. Selected it, and now, see, it's just 1 boogling over now. So when we go back to auctioning, start post scan, it's only going to select 5 items this time. All right, so see, Neo, that's me as well, and Tricksters. All of these items have been undercut, and it's going to undercut him by 1 copper. But this one here is below minimum price, so 30% of 586, it is lower than that at the moment, which is really bad. So it's just going to post it at 1,200 gold, and hopefully the next person that posts it will undercut me. So let me just show you something really quick. When you're trying to post, it's really annoying to just click, 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 click. So what you do is go to Trade Skill Master, and this is the best feature out of all of them. So once you open up it, you go to macro setup. So you go control down and up of the scroll wheel, and then create macro and bind scroll wheel. All right, after you clicked it, so instead of pressing post, so I'm holding down control and I'm just scrolling. That is how you post thousands of auctions easily, because people can post stacks of one, and it's like tons of auctions, and you can post it in a minute, and instead of clicking here for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Anyway, so just then I've posted all of my things, and you can see the Templar pauldrons. It's pretty bad. Yeah, undercutting competition. Then this one, below minimum price, engraved girdle. Can't really do much about that. All right. Next, what are we going to look at? TSM. All right, so I'll show you guys just some things over here. So we've got the shopping. Shopping is quite simple. There's also like, professions and stuff like that. So let's say I wanted to buy this item here. So you go to shopping, the Black and Defias gloves. Click it, and just there. I'm the only seller of it. I sold one. It's not that bad. How about this one? Only one as well. We'll need something like more. All right, here we go. Fire main leggings, we got 2. So it's just me and Tricksters. He posts a lot of it, so I can't really help it. So it's pretty simple. Always the one at the top is the one that's cheapest. Yeah, and then you can always have save searches, which is all the way down here. Then we have Sniper, which I'll show you later. There's the vendor search. So we'll show you everything. So let's say this item, it vendors for 1 gold, 96 silver. If I post that for 1 gold on the auction house and I put it up and then I go start vendor search, it's going to find that. And then I buy it off the AH for 1 gold and sell it to a vendor, and I've just made 96 silver. Of course, there's items out there that vendor for, 20, 30, 40 gold. People are stupid and they don't check. You can't help it. What are you going to do about it? So, and then there's start disenchant search. So something like that. Someone posted up and they post it for 10 gold. See, it's 25 gold disenchant. So then it will show up, and you can just decide if you want to buy it to disenchant. But you got to remember that 25 gold is very inaccurate. As in, when you disenchant, it's not going to come to that value every single time, and it's going to come nowhere near it, to be honest. So I personally wouldn't use that one. The vendor one, I probably wouldn't use as well, because it's not worth it just to get, 5 gold worth of vendor items. I'd rather sit there sniping. All right, so next we'll take a look at mailing. Mailing is very easy. So first off, I'm just going to create another group here. Just a quick group, and we're going to name it Lockbox. Okay. And then I'll just add my lockboxes to it. So, bam, 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 done. So now that's part of my lockbox. Then we're going to go to mailing. And you see, there's nothing there. And you want to name it something like mail lockbox. You can add stuff like mail enchants, mail greens, mail whatever you want, and it will mail that. So then you just keep this target player. So this is a rogue as well, so it's kind of stupid, but my other rogue, which is actually 110, so you make sure the name is correct, because if it's not, guess who's getting your mail and getting your stuff? That guy. So that's correct. Relationship, you don't really need to change any of these. Management, you don't really need to change any of these either. After that, you'll go back to your group, lockbox, operations, and you go down to mailing. And we're going to say mail lockbox. All right, so we've set that up, and I'll just show you the features of the mail. As you can see, the first thing you notice is it's different from the default one, which is these ones here. So you've got the TSM mailing. So there's nothing in my mail at the moment, but if there was, I could open all mail and, chill for a bit while it does all the work for me. After everything's been collected and there's still more mail, it will refresh after 50 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever it is. And then it will keep collecting until either your inventory is full or, it's finished. You can collect just sales. You can collect just the stuff you've bought, just cancels, just expires. Then you go to TSM groups, which I showed you before. As you can see, you can select what you want. You can have like 10 different things. So if you're farming, you know, let's say I've just farmed and this is what I got. So I go to groups, transmog, you know, everything over 1K, I add it, you know, I click, I add them all. And then let's say I made another one. I made another one of these, which is the mailing operation before. And I made it mail 1K plus. And I added this group to it, which, you know, why not? And then what you do is you select it. So let's just pretend that's the 1K one, or you can pretend it's this one. So then you go to mail selected groups and it will mail it to my pancake. So just like that. And it's going to mail it again. And of course, the more stuff you have, it will do it all automatically for you. So let's say all these got added to the 1K items. You know, one click, it's just going to mail it to whoever it's supposed to go to. So if you have, you know, enchanting mats, go to your enchanter. If you have, you know, ores, mats, whatever it is, rare stuff, shit stuff, disenchanting stuff, just whoever it's supposed to go to, you can set it all up. It does take time to set up, but once it's set up, it's a world of difference. Quick send, you know, if you just want to click it, so you drag it into the box, target whoever you want, max quantity, cod amount. It's pretty simple. Then the other. So this is mail disenchantables. So whoever you wanted to do it. So anything that's left over in inventory, like let's say this was added to nothing and it's junk, which it is. And I wanted to disenchant it for 25 gold. You know, whatever's left in my inventory, you know, target player, blah, blah, blah. And then send it over, which is great. Then there's this other one, send excess gold to banker. So, like who you could say. So, you know, before, that's my other rogue. So let's say I want, you know, 10,000 gold left. Is that 10,000? No, that's 10,000. So once you click it, it will send everything else. Well, clicking it. There we go. I forgot to press enter. There we go. And it just sent off everything but 10,000 gold. So if you've got alts that, you know, sit in town or, you know, go do farms, whatever, and every time you want to get rid of it, that's the easiest way to get rid of it and always have, you know, X amount still left. Because I always have, you know, a couple of, I don't know even know how much I put on each character. It just has something so it doesn't run out. Every time I run out, I just stand over like 50, 100k, whatever is needed. Anyway, that's pretty much the mailing, which is pretty useful. I do enjoy it. And this makes a world of difference, this one here. So like open all mail, buys, cancels, expires. Alrighty guys, next we're going to take a look at warehousing. It's actually a pretty neat feature and it's underused by me, and I'll probably use it a lot more and clean up my bank and stuff like that. But as you can see, this character isn't used a lot and it's got some old shit in here. Really old. So, you know, forgive me for my mess. So we're going to take a look. So once you go there, straight away something will appear and I've got no groups. So what we're going to do is we're going to go create a group. But as you can see, I kind of got rid of all this. So we're going to just add a couple of things to this. So, you know, add gloves, boots, why not? We'll add those 4 items. So after that, you go to operations, warehousing, and this one. So the items we just added is in the 1K pile. So we're going to go move 1K plus. You know, that's pretty easy. Oh, transmog, why not? So, okay, done. So you got all these other stuff like set move quantity. You can only ever put 1 in or stuff like that. If you don't touch anything, it will be unlimited, which is the best. So you can look through this, set move quantity, set stack size for bags, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's lots of stuff you can edit around with it. Relationships, you know, you don't need to change any of these settings. You can change it if you want, and you can read up all about it. Honestly, it worked perfectly fine, exactly what you need to do without it. So after that's done, we are good to go. It's there, all done. So we're going to go to our groups. You're going to go down to transmog, operation, and you go down, see operation, and you go all the way down. And we are going to add it to move transmog, which is pretty simple. And after you close, and there you go, after you've closed it and open again. And I'll show you. So we've got a couple of items in there, which is this one, transmog 1K. This is transmog 1K, blah, blah, blah. And I think 6 items total, which is going to appear there because that's the only free spot. So, you know, you can select whatever you want. So if you only want to dump, you know, ores in there, whatever you want. I'm doing the transmog one, and then you move group to bank. So click, and it will store it all in. So let's say I had different items, and let's say they're all spread out, and, you know, I'll move stuff around. You know, you don't want to go there. You come here and you just want to go grab all your stuff out. So you go click it, you know, click transmog. I just want to grab all my transmog stuff, you know, move group to bags. Bam, done. It just found all those, you know, items in there. It's very useful once you sort out everything, but it does take time. But if you start from scratch and you work your way towards it, you can always keep up. It's just hard when you've got, like, you know, 10,000 items to worry about. So after that's done, you got many other options. So we'll first go over and let's take a look at my messy guild bank. And as you can see, it's a very messy guild bank. But, you know, I'll show you guys how it works. So the best feature about this one, it works the exact same, you know, move group, you know, move group back, stuff like that. So we're going to take a look at transmog items. So on this one, you see the AH shortfall to bags. So let's say this one, it's on the transmog. As you can see, it says 4 in the guild vault, 3 in the guild vault. Those are my 2 guilds. Oh, I have many guilds, but those are just 2 it has in it. So it has none on the auction house at the moment. So when you go to AH shortfall, let's say all of these. So when you click it, it's going to take anything that needs to be put on the AH onto the AH. So as you can see, this one is not on the auction house. So, not my Papa Affairs. Let's say Heroes Pauldrons. If I added that to it, it would remove 1, so I can post it. So anything out of all these bags, it will, you know, take whatever's missing on the auction house, so you can post at least 1. So after you sold stuff, just check. Every time you come here, AH shortfall, and just whatever it is, it will just come out. That's if you have all of these added to something, which I do on my other account. So group to bags. So once you click it, it's going to take all of them out, which is not what we want. Max expired to bags, which is, honestly, I don't really know, but, you know, you can figure all these out. It's quite simple. And non-group to bags, which I do not want to click that because it will take everything. Oh, the max expired. That's pretty much what, you know, the ones that, you know, if you put 10 expires, it just doesn't post it anymore. That's what it will go to your bags. And that's it. And you can figure out, like, you know, mailing, move group to bank. All of these you wouldn't really use as much. It's just these ones, actually, that's really good. Alrighty guys, last thing we're going to look at tonight is the sniping, which is amazing. You're going to make a lot of money off sniping, and a lot of people have made a lot of money. It's one of the favorite things, and one of my favorite things as well. So without further ado, let's go. So you're going to click the Trade Skill Master up here. So you're going to go to Options, Shopping down here, and then Sniper Options. As before, like I said, here's it's just a long list of just stuff to just put in, just copy and paste it, like exactly. Everything you need to paste, just paste it in there. Don't miss a single thing, like bracket or whatever, don't miss it. Once you put it in, you're fine. Like I said before, it's not my work, and, you know, I thank the guy that, you know, posted and shared it with everybody. I'm pretty sure it was on the WoW Economy forum on Reddit, and, you know, you've made a lot of people a lot of gold, and thank you. So we're going to take a look at here. So with the sniper, a lot of people don't, you know, play it. So it's just going to be sitting, you know, on your other screen or whatever it is. And every time you hear this sound, it means something comes up. You can change it whatever you want, but I like the cash register, and a lot of people use the cash register because it's cash money. So You can tick this. It really doesn't make a difference because you're never going to get a vendor sell thing. And even if you do, you're not going to buy it. It's worthless. So after you've done all that, you click close, talk to the auctioneer, and you're in the shopping, custom filter or other searches, and then you click start sniper. Chances are there's probably going to be nothing because it's late at night. Well, it's actually very early in the morning actually. So if something pops up, you hear a thing and you have like maybe 5 seconds to determine if it's something that's worth it or something that's not. And you know, a lot of people here do snipe, not just here, on different places, and they're gonna do the exact same thing. Don't be too rushed to get into it straight away. Take your time, learn, as in like, don't just rush yourself, because you're gonna make stupid mistakes and buy something that, you know, for fresh snipers, and you're gonna lose a lot of gold. So take your time, and once you start learning what items sell for what, definitely go for it. Like, you know, you make some serious money. Like I flipped something bought it for 50k and sold it for like 120k maybe yesterday. So and it sold within a couple of minutes. So a sniper got it off me, which I don't care. I just wanted a quick sale. I could have put it for a lot higher. You know, I'm not really that fast. So as you can see, there's nothing here. Oh, something came up. So I know you guys really want to buy this kind of stuff. So 45% of market value, which is pretty good. It means like if you sold at market value, you'd make, you know, 55%, which is not going to work with these new items. So don't buy any of these 885 for the next few days, unless it's like, you know, 1k gold. Probably buy it and, I don't know, turn it into Obliterum or something like that. Whatever you want. But don't buy it. So one thing that people do is, I'll show you. So like, let's say, I'll show you quickly, is they put something for like, how do I say it? I'll show you. So this is the item I put up. It is called Farmer's Broom, I think. This is my item here. I really don't want to sell it. I'm not really fussed. This is the original one. It's actually worth 70k gold. And I've just put it up for 2 million gold every single day. As you can see, the market value. So if I put it up for 200,000 right now, it would say, what? 10% market value. Wow, you're going to make 90%. No, you're not. Don't get tricked by this kind of stuff. I'm not trying to trick someone else right here. I'm just putting that up because I feel like it. So another way to tell if something is good or not is click buy out. You don't have to click yes. See, it's still there. If it was something good, it would have been bought out already by another sniper. So keep an eye out. Once you've tested out like a couple of things and you're seeing what people are buying, like, you know, if I click this, it says buy out and it doesn't appear anymore and it just says that auction's gone, you know, Astral Alchemist Stone, you know, someone bought it for 5.6k. And if you find one for 4k, you could flip it for 5.6. You got to just start learning your market and you'll eventually get around to it. Anyways, that's the best advice I can give you. If you're not sure, click buy out after like a minute. And if it's still there, it's not a good deal because there's always snipers. No matter how small your server is, there's a sniper. And, you know, you could just join him. Why not? We'll all be snipers. Alrighty, I think that's all for today. Thanks again for watching this long ass video. As always, if you liked or found this video useful, give it a thumbs up because it helps me and my channel greatly. I also read and reply as much as I can, so don't be afraid to leave a comment, especially for this one, because there's going to be lots of questions and, you know, people probably can do this better than me. And subscribe if you'd like to see more from my channel. You have a great day and I hope the RNG gods favor you. Bye bye.